Hey, back again with another daily check-in, and today I had my call with the gym chain CEO and the event organisers. They're putting together the conference for next June, and they've got the theme together, but they're looking to pick a lineup of speakers, of keynote speakers. So I've been put forward for this, and I've been, I guess, looking forward to this call. I have been looking forward to it because it was just an opportunity to find out more about the event. I never thought for a moment that it was going to be any kind of formality. It was just a case of rocking up to the call. But what I hadn't realised was that what they were doing was essentially not really interviewing, but just finding out more about what I'm doing, what kind of my background is. I mean, he didn't know anything about me at all, which is fine. So it didn't take me long to kind of bring him up to speed with that, and also a little bit about what I would do, what I would deliver. They're looking at doing this with about 30 different speakers for potentially 4 different speaking slots. So that's kind of the bit that I wasn't really, that was kind of news to me. It didn't really change anything. But perhaps, well, if I was to be offered the one of the speaking slots, this is kind of the way I'm looking at it. If I was offered one of the speaking slots after the 10 minutes that I spent on the phone with him today, then I'd be very pleased. I'd feel like, that's fantastic. That's a really big, massive confidence booster. If I'm not, then I don't think I'd be surprised particularly. I think I was trying to work out if I would do anything different compared to how I approached it today. And I've done some prep, I've done some research, I've thought things through, put some ideas together, and I spoke about this yesterday. And actually everything that I've come up with and thought about is stuff that I will absolutely be using again, whether or not I do it as a kind of a full, complete presentation, like what I'm proposing to create for this as a bespoke talk. Or whether they're just bits come into other presentations. I don't know yet. I haven't really thought that through that bit yet. But certainly it'll be used. So I don't feel like any of this has been wasted time. I would love to get it. I would love to be doing it because they are a great organisation. I feel, and I spoke about this a few weeks ago. I feel like I've got this perfect storm of skills and expertise and experience, having spent so long in the fitness industry, spent so long in that exact environment working out of gyms, and now with the experience I have with behavior change and online and obviously with the speaking side. So I think I'd be a really good fit for it, but that's my opinion, and it depends on exactly what they're looking for. And it reminded me a little bit about the time when I was speaking with another potential corporate client through an intermediary, and I thought, well, that went really well. But I was also very conscious that I was just all I could do was to rock up to that call and just be 100% me. And if they decided that I was perfect, then that would be perfect, because that would be they wanted me for what I was and who I was. But if they didn't want me, it was because they didn't think that I was going to be the right fit for them, and it wasn't a reflection on me as a person, me as a speaker. And that's exactly the way I didn't get that, and that's exactly kind of how I framed it. And it didn't bother me in the slightest. Yes, I would have loved to have got it. Another speaking gig under the belt, but it didn't happen, and I was fine with that. And I feel the same with this one as well. I couldn't really call it one way or the other. If it comes off, then fantastic. If it doesn't, then it's like, well, what I was proposing wasn't the right thing for what they were looking for. No matter how much I think they know more than I do about what they're after. So that's just the way I'm kind of framing things at the moment. It's kind of weird to feel like that as well. It's like there's not really any, there wouldn't really be any disappointment, I don't think, if it didn't come through. And that's certainly a new experience for me to not feel disappointed. Maybe I'm just kind of numb to that now, having had more rejections than successes, and that's something that I'm absolutely fine with. I've had that my entire professional life, and it's just a game of numbers at the end of the day. And that's not a woe is me thing. That's just a kind of the reality. If you're not failing, if you're not getting knocked back, if you're not getting rejected, it means you're not asking enough. That's the way I've always looked at things, and it's just recently it's got a lot easier. to handle that and to feel, okay, well, maybe it's because I've just been 100% authentic, 100% me. And I've looked back at each of these situations and think, well, it didn't happen, but it's because it wasn't the right fit. It didn't happen because I didn't do this well enough, or I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't enough for them. I've not had that experience for that kind of response for a while now. So anyway, we shall see. I have also reached out to my friend, the High Sheriff of Oxfordshire, Richard, if he wouldn't mind helping me kind of promote my September event amongst his corporate contacts, who I know very well as well through things like doing the Plankathon with his High Sheriff's Challenge, the corporate teams who took part in the Ox Olympics a few weeks ago. So basically just getting the message out there that I'm doing this seminar, and I'd love to see a few of them there. And hopefully, if he's free that evening, I've asked him to come along and open up and introduce me. This is always a bit of an awkward one, not this one in particular, but when you do your own event, you kind of want somebody else to introduce you rather than saying, right guys, okay, let's get going. Mobile phones off, fire exits are over there. You kind of want someone else to do that bit first, and then say, and here's George. So hopefully Richard will be able to help me out with that. If not, then I'll find somebody else to do so. Anyway, I'm feeling very confident about that. We've got a good number of sales. Tickets already been sold, so that's good. Feeling very. I went into the hotel and signed the contract today to hire the room, so all well and good there. And looking forward to it. I've got a few days off now, but no doubt, I will definitely be checking in every single day, doing a video as always. But no doubt I'll be having a few thoughts and doing some journaling and thinking about things for the next quarter of the year, going into the final quarter of the year. So we'll see what comes up from that. Anyway, that's my check-in for tonight, and I will be back again tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.